Web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Follow the leader when the leader.
Oh my God.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. There's something wrong with that.
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
How comfortable one is feeling their feelings, is male or female, is going to strongly dictate how quickly one moves through grief. This is the same thing as trauma. The more willing someone is to feel the full depth and intensity of the feelings that they associate with that trauma, the more quickly they're going to move through the trauma. How comfortable?
Man, oh Manischewitz, the voice of reason, back in the building. You know what it is. I'm trying to get us to feel deeply. I know it's scary. I know it's a struggle sometimes. But we must learn to lean into meaning. Are you afraid of the responsibility that meaning carries? Right? Self-awareness, self-knowledge. It's all wrapped into integration, right? Or individuation, or self-realization, self-actualization, but that actually makes you responsible. And the more self-responsive you become, the less you outsource all of these duties to your partner. See, when you gotta outsource inner work, now you become a micromanager or a macro manager of another. And then you define that as, that's a good person if they acquiesce to your management style. Healing is about you. I keep telling you, the water you pour into others as a motivator to get them to give you what you want doesn't work. The water you pour is for your own soil. It's not for their soil. I keep telling you, we are spiritual mirrors and companions to our partners. There's no way we can do their work for them. We can't experience their work for them. We can't understand their work for them. We are a companion on their journey. And because their wounds mirror our wounds, right? We think they can do something about our wounds. No, only you can do something about your wounds. Your water only irrigates the soil of your soul. It's incompatible with their soil. It might not even be perceived or received as water. How many times have you poured into somebody and they rebuked it? Listen to what I'm saying. That doesn't mean you can't do things for people. That doesn't mean you can't show up in a person's life and help them in some way. But what I'm saying is your help is merely a bridge that gets them to the point of doing it themselves. Otherwise, if they never learn how to do it themselves, they become dependent on you. And then what happens to your resilience reserves? 1-800-920-1580, the voice of reason on fire tonight. Hour number 2. What's tonight's topic? Rebound. We're all rebounds to trauma. Your trauma has already voted, already chosen before your body, before anything. Your trauma is what is attracted when you're unhealed. If you're not on the healing journey. See, have you ever been on a healing journey and somebody came into your life that was reminiscent of what you used to go for, and you had to take a pause and think for a moment? Wow, I want to. Whoa. If this was me 3-4 years ago, if this was me 5-6 months ago, if this was me, do you understand? Listen, do you see how I'm framing this tonight? We're all in a rebound relationship with trauma until we take responsibility for our trauma. When we take the reins of authority, right, of self-governance from trauma. If we don't, the loop persists because it pays dividends. Identity dividends, moral dividends, even spiritual dividends. You can say, the one who endures. You can say, the one who understands. Right? Listen, you can say, the one who keeps trying. Each role can look noble while quietly protecting you from the vulnerable work of receiving, trusting, and letting mutuality rewire you. The counterintuitive truth here, healing can feel like betrayal. Listen, who you betraying? I done told you about that terrible, dirty, foul word, trust. Yeah. Healing, the word itself means whole. Individuation means whole. Right? Wholeness, whole self. Who you betraying when you start healing? The identity that your wounds cling to. The sense of self that your wounds curated for you. This is why victimhood is such an intoxicating opiate. Do you understand? Healing can feel like betrayal. Betrayal of family patterns. Betrayal of your origin story. Betrayal of the version of you who survived by staying hypervigilant. A regulated relationship can feel like a threat when your system equates love with adrenaline. So you sabotage what could nourish you. Then call it fate, timing. It ain't the right time. That's control speaking. You think you get to choose when the person comes into your life? We did the show a couple weeks ago or a week ago called The One. When the one shows up, the one is a disruptor of your spirit. They don't come in and make sure everything is stabilized. That is the low-hanging fruit relationship, the low-stakes relationship that you can actually say, I got a little control over this one. Because he maintains or she maintains the familiar. You're a damn liar to yourself and others. I know you don't want to hear me say it that way, but you are. We're all in a trauma rebound relationship until we face trauma down. I'm going to tell you right now, trauma is a coward. Trauma is afraid of your non-judgmental gaze. The moment you stare trauma down, right? With objectivity, yet with presence, yet with empathy, trauma begins to melt. Let me say it again. A regulated relationship can feel like a threat when your system equates love with adrenaline, excitement, intensity. So you sabotage what could nourish you, then call it fate, timing, or incompatibility. You're just not compatible with my demons. I don't want to religiousize it. I don't want to call trauma demonic, but listen, my dysfunction and you don't match. You break up with people while staying married to the wound. Uh-oh. You mean when you jumped the broom, it wasn't with your partner? It was with the damn, you married the wound that day. And your partner is now a centurion, a glorified security guard. That's why you married him. Oh, I feel safe around him. Yeah? Don't trigger me. See? Come on, you stay married. You break up with people while staying married to the wound. Spiritual language can intensify the trap when it turns pain into proof of depth. Right? You can call your chaos a lesson, your craving a bond, your attachment a soul tie, and your avoidance discernment. I stayed away from this one. No. You like Ralph Tresvant in New Edition. You're not my type of guy. You're perfect. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. Right? They was singing to the girl. She's perfect. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She carry herself right. But nah, you're not my type. Do you see? None of those words can change the physiology. None of them refund the somatic debt. Your body still pays interest on what your mouth reframes. So reimagine rebounds like this. A rebound looks like any relationship where the trauma retains veto power, where your nervous system chooses before your values choose, where you keep auditioning partners for roles your wound has written, then punish them for not healing what you refuse to face. Trauma is a coward. Stare it in the face. Trauma is a coward. Stare it down. Just like a bully. Trauma is a bully. Stare it down. Do you understand? Turn around and stare trauma down. Do you understand? Your present gaze is a type of violence towards your unhealed, disowned parts. Listen. It's like the art of war. The highest form of war, according to the art of war, is to be able to subdue your opponent without war, without violence. Oh, that's how you subdue your unhealed parts. You keep auditioning partners for roles your wound has demanded they play. Then punish them for not healing what you refuse to face. Where you call longing love, even as you avoid the practices that make love sustainable. Breaking the loop requires a real breakup, not with a person, but with the incentives that keep the wound employed. You stop romanticizing familiarity. It is a must that we do this. You stop using insight as a substitute for change. And I'm going to tell you right now, change is superficial too. If you're not transforming, you're performing. Ooh. See, you can perform change. You can change a relationship. You can change a phone number. You can change an address. But when you transform, you something different. You something else. You see? See? Stop calling repeated pain a spiritual curriculum when it actually signals an unfinished integration process. When you gonna integrate? And guess what? Integration is not a 2-week course. It's not 16 weeks. It's not winter session, 6 weeks. Nah, it's a life session. And yes, there are moments where you can escape it in totality, but you got to be invested in the process of healing. Do you know how many people think they're healing when they say, I got to do this by myself. I can't talk to you right now. You think that's healing. Oh, I got to take time for myself. Am I villainizing taking time? Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is the reason why you're taking time is because you're overwhelmed. The reason why you're overwhelmed is because your spirit muscles are underworked. It's too much. Yes, too much. You have never done the work. 1-800-920-1580. Who wants this work tonight? I'll give it to you all night. You choose the slow, humiliating holiness of repair. I know you don't want to hear it put that way. Right? Accountability without self-acknowledgement. I don't know if that works. Compassion without excuse making. Spirituality without disassociation. And love without the neurotic energy of chaos. Can you get there? If you can stand with yourself without judgment, without condemnation, self-condemnation. Whole love does not arrive after you become perfect. Whole love becomes possible when you refuse to let your unhealed past keep selecting your current intimate partner. How about that? When you demote the wound from partner to history, when you let presence, quiet, steady, unglamorous presence become your new form of power. Listen to that. Presence as power. Presence only happens in the now. Oops, wait a minute. Hold on. Presence doesn't happen in the past. Presence does not manifest through hope. Projecting to the future. Presence can only happen right now. You can't be with your partner because of who they were in the past. And what makes you feel better about them so you can sleep tonight is what they might be later on. See, you ain't never loved that person. You never cared. Do you see? You cannot allow trauma to continue to date through you. You see? Unconditional love has no natural rival. But unconditional love is the highest form of secure attachment. Wait a minute, Zoe, don't do that tonight. Oh, it's new thoughts coming in. Listen, unconditional love is the highest form of secure attachment. And guess what unconditional love ain't gonna do when trauma is in power? Unconditional love is not gonna stage a coup. Unconditional love is unbothered. Unconditional love is not going to try to overthrow the government. That's your work. When the voice of reason returns after we've come full circle, we're going to get these callers on. Let's do it.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
Trainer Games on Prime Video January 8th. Watch the trailer on trainergames.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you, when we fight, we win. The Youth Justice Coalition is challenging America's addiction to incarceration and discrimination. YJC works to dismantle policies leading to mass incarceration, law enforcement violence, and the school-to-prison pipeline. Their approach? Transformative justice, community intervention, free LA high school, legal defense, and system monitoring. YJC promotes safety without relying on prisons. Their goal? Prevent system contact and help people exit the system through direct action, advocacy, and education. Want to get involved or need help? Call 323-235-4243. That's 323-235-4243. Join YJC in creating change. When we fight, we win. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice for justice. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 is pleased to partner with the Empowerment Congress once again for their 34th annual summit. The summit's theme is From Vision to Action, a forum to unlock participatory democracy, and will feature a nonpartisan gubernatorial candidate forum focused on issues of importance to the African American community. The summit is the signature public policy-oriented observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy during the national 3-day holiday weekend that celebrates his life. This year's summit will be held on Saturday, January 17th, 2026 at the California Science Center in Exposition Park from 9 to 11 a.m. Admission is free, but registration is required at KBLA1580.com. All major announced candidates for California governor for the Democratic and Republican Party nominations have been invited to participate in the candidate forum, which will be moderated by Tavis Smiley. An all-star panel of journalists will pose questions to the candidates, and the forum will be broadcast live on KBLA Talk 1580. This is going to be a big year for local, state, and national politics. The political pulse of 2026 beats on KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Suppose one has lost a great friend, or a wife whom you really loved, or a person whom you loved. And there is the ending of that person. What has actually taken place there? The ending of all your relationship with that person. And suddenly realizing how utterly lonely you are. Because that has been the only relationship that had meant something. And suddenly that is gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in to the VOR, I told y'all. Andy, did I tell him? I said in 2026, I'm taking the gloves off. And I'm bringing home all of these various concepts and topics that we have covered over the past 4.5. Right? 4.5 years now. I'll be adding years. I think it's 3.5 years. Right? Well, no, it's 26. 4.5. I got here in 21. 22? No, 22. 22, so 4 years. In the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, we vibing tonight. I'm tired of people running around with these myths. I don't want to hear no more relationship myths. Well, you know, you got to stop choosing bad men. See, you're attracted to bad men. You know, you're attracted to bad women. You got to choose better. Listen, you can't choose better. Right? Until you start this healing process. The only reason why you would choose wrong. Let me go back. Somebody over on the KBLA chat said something. Then I'm getting to the phone lines. I think her sister's name is Bridget, 8902. She's on the KBLA chat YouTube page. And she says unconditional love is the only love that's real. What does unconditional love have to do with a relationship? What are your thoughts on that, kind sir? Conditions come from insecurity. I know you don't want to hear it put that way. And I'm speaking psychologically, metaphysically, spiritually. That's where I'm coming from. Where there's insecurity, there will be conditions, guarantees. There will be a desire for promises fulfilled. Do you understand? Unconditional love is the highest form of consciousness. Unconditional love is synonymous with God. We tend to not reach that level of love as an experience because we have not healed. We're still imprisoned to a psycho-spiritual pattern of dysfunction. So now it's manipulation. Let me get a person to do this and get a person to do that to get these guarantees to pay off in the end. Do you understand? That's where it comes from. I'm sorry to say it that way, but that's just what it is. I want to get my sister in here, but I only got 1 minute before we get to break. Hold tight with me because I know she about to break the internet right now. And then I got my brother. Y'all just hold tight. I'm coming to you. The voice of reason. We're changing the game tonight.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Black Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is not saying whether he'll run for re-election in 2027, saying he's focused on reducing violence and expanding affordable housing.
That's what my focus is, and that's what my focus will remain. And when it's time to talk politics, we'll get into that.
Meanwhile, Mike Quigley and Maria Pappas have confirmed their mayoral bids. Black New York Attorney General Letitia James is demanding answers from Instacart over pricing experiments. A study found some shoppers were charged up to 23% more, prompting concerns the company may have violated state law. And Black heavyweight boxing star Anthony Joshua is speaking out after a car crash in Nigeria killed his trainers. Joshua, who suffered minor injuries, shared an emotional tribute on Instagram, thanking fans for their support and acknowledging the pain their families are facing. Nigerian police say the driver involved has been charged and the case is moving forward. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393.
Follow the leader.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcasts of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Follow the leader.
Following the leader.
Oh my God. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Lena Bloom for the Bail Project. Imagine you're stuck in a jail cell and you can't afford bail and someone offers you a way out. Just plead guilty and you can go home and kiss your kids goodnight. What do you do? What thousands have. You plead guilty whether you are or not. Cash bail makes poverty a crime. That's why the Bail Project helps those who can't afford it while fighting to end cash bail. Because freedom should be free.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Febreze. It's a classic odor tale. You fried fish for dinner, cleaned up, but the smell is still in the house. And the neighbors are coming over for game night. They're on their way. And then you spray Febreze Air Mist. Febreze Air starts working instantly to fight even your toughest odors, so you go from fish to fresh like that. Now all you have to worry about is Pam cheating at charades. Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Until you come into my life and love.
curious thing about suffering is that it always feels so personal, as if the entire cosmos has conspired to poke you particularly right in the ribs. But what if I told you it's all part of the joke? Because suffering, pain, anguish, they all arise from the peculiar belief that things ought to be otherwise. That there is, somewhere, some kind of ideal script, and the present moment, poor thing, has failed to measure up. We cry out, why me? But who, precisely, is this me who suffers? You see, once you begin to inquire, not with a frown, but with a gentle curiosity, you find that the thing you've been running from has no solid center. That the pain may be sharp, but the sufferer is a ghost. Now, I'm not saying pain doesn't hurt. Of course it does. It's meant to. Just like fire is hot. But the trouble begins when we take that pain and wrap it in identity, in resistance, in judgment. And so what we call suffering is often pain plus commentary. And here's the jocance. You see that clearly. The whole thing begins to wobble. It doesn't vanish, no. But it starts to dance. You find yourself perhaps in the middle of tears, laughing. Because the universe, you realize, isn't serious. It's sincere, yes, but not solemn. And suffering, when seen in this light, is not a punishment, but a performance. A divine comedy, where even the tragedy plays its part. Now let's suppose for a moment that you were omnipotent. That you could...
Hey, man. Alan Watts acting a complete fool. I love it. Tonight's Voice of Reason. I'm here to let you know. I know how your ego works. You think you're in control. You think because you've learned to manipulate through your insecurities, manipulate others, and outsource your needs to others, that you can get what you want. Well, maybe in the short term. But in the long term, it's all going to lead you back to you. Tonight's topic, everybody is a rebound to trauma. We've got callers on the line. I'm going to get to them right now. It's imperative. Cali Soul, Denver, Colorado. What up, Colorado?
What's up? What's up? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, sweetheart. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
So we are all in rebound relationships with our wounds until we heal.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the topic, and not in your words, but am I on there?
So no, you are. I'm saying we don't choose. Our wounds do.
Our wounds.
The wound is the government in our spirit. And if we're constantly running from it, suppressing it, abandoning it, right? Abandoning parts of ourselves, if we're constantly doing that, who do you think you are attracted to? And who is the you that is attracted? Is it the wound or is it the orphaned self? Is it you? The real you?
The orphaned self. The orphaned self, a.k.a. the ego.
Come on. There we go.
This is still a new concept to me, but I'm grateful that you brought it out to the forefront, because you happen to be the relationship coach that I listen to.
Aww.
And
thank you, Callie, Lord.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
No, go ahead.
But I have at least now been able to identify the pattern to where I see, like, okay, because I have dismissive avoidant tendencies, then I'm attracting anxious, preoccupied. So it's really interesting. I remember a few years ago I was saying that I thought that I was in a relationship with somebody that was positively attached
or securely attached. Yeah.
Secure attached.
Yes.
Because I mistook their like basically anxiety and control for
the intensity.
for like stability. But then I see now like no, that was actually the contrast is what I was experiencing. The contrast of how I'm showing a total polar opposite, so it felt comfortable, and it kind of made me lazy.
Ooh,
in regards to the work.
I ain't got to do it. I ain't got to do it.
Yeah, I don't have to, like I thought I was doing work. Like, ooh, this is a comfortable place. And then, just doing the work and sitting in the discomfort and not mistaking it for comfort, I was able to see like, oh no, this is actually the opposite of what I am, and this is what I've been doing. So after getting out of that relationship and moving through some more healing space and getting comfortable with dating again, I started to see that pattern show up again. But this time, at least, I was able to see it and be like, oh no, that's not the direction that we want to go in.
So, whoa. Why did it show up again?
Because evidently, I still have some abandonment issues to work on.
You've listened to this show for a long time. Avoidance and anxious preoccupied are attracted to each other. It's the anxious avoidant trap, right? They're attracted to each other in many cases, correct? Okay, so watch this. Instead of labeling them anxious, and that isn't the right thing, let's relabel it, reframe it as the invitation.
I'm not there yet, so
hold on. What are they?
The power of choice.
Wait, hold on. That's what I'm saying.
I'm listening. Okay.
The power of choice makes you think you're in control. The wound done already, you're attracted to him. And then you go, oh, but I seen that before, and now I don't like that. So you move on. No. They're an invitation. You're turning down the invite. That's like getting a letter from the favorite school you applied to. You get a letter from UCLA, you're like, oh, wait a minute. I've been accepted. No, we are conditioned, right, to turn down the invite to the real healing. That's why this person keeps coming in your life, or that type of person, because something in you has not been dealt with by you, and it's really easy to just keep floating along when you're by yourself. But when the relational opportunity shows up, that's an invite to get back into the university of you. And we think, oh, I'm going to stay away from that because I learned. No. You recognize now, if I accept that invitation, the me that I've come to know is doomed. And the real truth is, you don't want to acknowledge, you don't want to let the toxic part of you go. They're the invitation.
Okay. Like I said, I'm still working with this.
No. Let's talk to me. Tell me about how your spirit felt when I said that.
Opposition.
Talk to us about it. What's happening in your body? Let me get out the way.
First of all, I gotta breathe.
Come on. We love
the chest is tightening, the shoulders is going up by the ears. I'm like, oh. I still don't understand why is this music playing in the background, though?
Because it's beautiful. And guess what?
Oh my God.
And guess what? Guess what? I'm not going to accept the fact that you said you don't understand, because you do understand. That's your way of copping out. I'm not going to let you do it. You do understand. It's uncomfortable.
But if you have healed, don't you get to choose differently?
Have you healed?
Like, isn't that the point of healing?
Have you healed? Or did that mirror come and say, hey, look at here?
I believe that I have to still work on that.
Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Cali Soul. Oh, I love my sister, my beautiful chocolate sister. Cali Soul.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yo, it's Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. If you need help getting your resume in order, finding job training, or landing a job, we've got 3 great options for you. First, the City of Los Angeles has worksource centers across the area offering free job support. The California Workforce Development Board can help you with everything from GED prep to vocational training at no cost to you. On the federal level, the Department of Labor's American Job Centers offer a full range of services for job seekers and businesses alike. Visit careeronestop.org, or for more info, just call California's Help Center or visit cwdb.ca.gov or call 916-657-1440. For the City of Los Angeles programs, go to ewdd.lacity.gov or call 213-744-7300. All these services are free to help you get your next job. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Have you ever been told to just move on or get over it after experiencing something traumatic? If you have, you know that it's not that simple. Trauma isn't just a bad memory that we can choose to forget or a wound that heals naturally over time. It's much more complex than that, affecting both the mind and the body in profound ways. I'm Dr. Tracy Marks, a psychiatrist, and I make mental health education videos. Today, I want to talk about why trauma isn't just something you can just get over and why understanding the science behind it is essential for healing. When we talk about trauma, we're not just talking about the event itself, but the lingering impact that it has on your brain and body. To understand why trauma is so hard to get over, we first need to look at what happens in the brain and body when we experience something traumatic. Trauma is a complex psychological and physiological response to experiences that overwhelm a person's capacity to cope. It's often associated with a single life-threatening event like accidents or assaults, but trauma can also result from prolonged exposure to chronic stressors, such as abuse, neglect, or systemic oppression. Psychologically, trauma occurs when an event or a series of events profoundly impacts a person's sense of safety, identity, and worldview. It's important to note that trauma is subjective. What's traumatic for one person may not be for another, depending.
My water only works on me. Didn't I say that? Anyway, we love Dr. Tracy. She be cooking with the rarest grease. The voice of reason is on fire. We still got callers. I want to get to them ASAP. Cali Soul, Denver, Colorado. Sweetheart, are you there?
I'm here.
I'm going to say it again. You can't run from this work, child.
I don't see that as running. You are saying that I do understand, but I'm telling you.
You see it as discernment?
I do. Okay.
Right.
Yes, I do. I really do, because I'm like, now if I can see that you are a person that lies, that does not show up in the way you say that you're going to show up, then why would I join with that type of insanity? To me, that's like me saying,
no,
I
totally understand.
I want to join
yes.
with you so that you can help me drive myself crazy.
No, I totally understand that, and that sounds perfectly logical. One caveat, though: how did they get in your space again?
I chose them, and what I'm saying
why would you? Which part of you chose them?
The ego, evidently, because I want to be fixing up on people. I want to try to change somebody. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the sane part of me, my higher self, my divine self, would see that as like, no, you need to choose differently.
No, so let me say it another way. When you evolve consciously, you're not choosing that anymore. As a matter of fact, you don't even recognize it anymore.
Okay.
They've lost access to your orbit. See, this is the spiritual part, right? I'm telling you, all of the intellectualization you just did, all of the defining and the spiritual naming, and that's how you remain who you are. That's how you remain in control. Source is not something that covets control. Why? Because it has it. It's the difference between command and demand. When you're demanding something, you don't have it. Most of us are defensive while at the same time weaponizing spiritual jargon. We don't even see that as incongruence.
Say that again, please.
So listen, I got spiritual words and I'm weaponizing them to justify being defensive. When you are truly spiritual, and I'm talking about high consciousness, there's nothing to defend. Do you see? There's nothing to justify. There's nothing to prove. There's nothing to do. You don't have to do anything. That's the highest level of boredom. Having it all. The all. Source. Do you see? If you still down here going, nah, I got to protect myself from this, while at the same time I'm spiritual more than I am religious, you're neither. Spirit strips the striving, the protecting, the hypervigilance. Spirit strips all of that away. You don't have to do anything at that point of consciousness. So the easiest thing to get down is I read a book. And now I got the words and the definitions for how I want to present myself. The ego's still alive. The ego done put on a jalabia, a robe, got some dhikr beads, got some Buddha, got some incense. You know, I put lavender salt in my bath now. I'm doing a cleanse. Listen, no. Spirit don't need none of that. Do you see what I'm saying? When we talk about higher levels of consciousness, I tell you, Dr. David R. Hawkins, and you get his spirit, you get his Power versus Force book, and he talks about his consciousness grid. At the highest level of consciousness, it's love, unconditional, and how he explains it, the definition for this level of love is ineffable. The word ineffable means beyond speech. No words. That's unconditional. Do you get what there's nothing to be defended, to be protected. I got to protect myself from toxic people. I'm going to tell you right now, because I'm spiritual. Then you don't have to protect yourself from them. They're not allowed in your space.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? You guys are in two different psycho-spiritual dimensions. If they're still coming around, there's still something keeping you tethered to the ground. Oh, I chose them. Wait, which part are you? Which part are you chose? The unhealed part. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I love you, honey. You know how we do.
I'm finished. I love you too. Have a good evening.
She brought Denver, Colorado. I'm sorry, John from Mountain View. I'm going to get you in right now, but you up against the clock, brother. Let's go.
No worries, sir, because, again, I love sonically what you've done with the place. Cali Soul, continue to be the soldier that you've been all these years. You are just around the bend from your blessing. Keep going. Blessings to all. Love you, man.
Love you, brother. Sister, on YouTube, I love Bridget's comments. She said people lie to get under your skin. Lies can only get under your skin when you lie to yourself. See, when you embody the truth, it makes you bulletproof. Somebody meme it. Huh? When you embody the truth, you're incompatible with lies. Not something you got to defend again, you got to worry about, you got to look for. Listen, man. 2025 or 2026 is just getting started. We got work to do. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, because today is my Friday. I'll be back next Monday with a whole new lineup of slappers. Get ready, get ready, get ready!
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Chicago has broken ground on a $5.4 million housing project in North Lawndale. Black Mayor Brandon Johnson spoke at the groundbreaking.
The 7 2 flats that have been constructed and rehabbed by citizens building a better community.